Hi guys, my name is Tasha. I am a self-taught crocheter, and in this video I am going to teach you the basics of crochet. So I have posted my bags and have encouraged you, if you would like to learn crochet, to inbox me and indicate that you're interested. So this is one of the bags that I just made. So I'm going to teach you how to make these bags as well, but the purpose of this video is to learn the basics of crochet. So the goal will be to learn this stitch, because this is the main stitch that is used when you are making bags. It makes your bags firm, and it also doesn't leave any spaces, unlike if you use other stitches. So this is the kit for the crochet hooks and other things that you need when you are crocheting. So it's like this. So this is what it looks like inside. It's got crochet hooks of different sizes. So these ones are on the smaller sizes, the smaller ones. And I think these are the common hooks that we used to see our grandmothers using to crochet madoiri. So here you find some kids have this, some they don't have, but mine had these tapestry needles, the plastic needles, the stitch markers. I will show you in the following videos how to use most of these things. Other things I don't know yet how to use them, but yeah. So on our bigger sizes of the hooks, we've got from size 2 millimeters up to 6.5 millimeters, but these hooks can be as big as even 12 millimeters or even more. So to crochet you need a hook, obviously, and you need your yarn. Some call it wool. So this is for 37 rand, and I think other stores it's even cheaper. This one I bought it at a craft store in in Pretoria, the Ruby's Happy craft store. So this is charity double knit, and it's 100% acrylic, and here it will tell you the size of hooks that you can use for this type of wool or yarn. So here tells us that you can use 4 millimeters for US and UK size 8, and you can use 3.6. This is for the hooks, and for the knits it will be 3.75 to 4.5 millimeters. So you can choose the size that works around that range. So for me, I'm going to use I don't have my 4 millimeter, so the closest I'm going to use 4.5 millimeters. It can still work. I usually like to use my yarn starting from the middle. It's easier for my yarn to stay intact while I work on my project. So the first thing that you need to do to start crocheting is to create a slip knot, and this is how you create a slip knot. You can just follow what I have done. Essentially you should have something like this. That's what we call a slip knot. And then you can insert your hook inside that slip knot. Then you can pull this shorter side so that your slip knot tightly hugs the hook, like that. Then now you can start to crochet, but make sure that this shorter part stays down there, so that you don't confuse it with this yarn that you are using from the ball. So to start making a chain, you yarn over like this, and then you pull through that hole, that slip knot. So you now have another loop there. You yarn over again and you pull through. So you constantly be forming a loop. You yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through the hole, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So do you see that we start forming a chain? We start to form a chain. So that's where we start from when we want to start our project. Okay, so you can create as many chains as you want depending on the size of the project that you want to work on. Now when you get to the end like this, you then insert your hook. You see that there is a first chain there, this first chain, and there is the second one. So you insert your hook in the second chain, insert it like this, and then you pull the yarn such that you have 2 loops. Then you yarn over, then you have 3, and then you pull through both loops, the 2 loops. So this is how you do it. You insert your hook, you pull the yarn such that you have 2 loops, you yarn over, you have 3 loops, then you pull the yarn through the 2 loops, insert the hook, pull the yarn, yarn over, and pull through the 2 loops. So do you see that it's coming together? Okay, so you keep doing that until you get to the end. Right, so now I'm right at the end on the last on the last stitch. So you insert your hook just like you were doing all along, pull the yarn, yarn over, and pull through like this. So when you get to the end like this, you close this row that you were working on. How do you close it? You yarn over and you pull through that loop. Then you turn your work like this, such that the yarn stays at the back, it stays behind like this. And then you start another row. This time now you're going in this first loop. Do you see what mine looks like? So you're inserting in this first stitch, and then you pull the yarn. You have 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through. Insert your hook in the next loop, pull the yarn, yarn over, and pull through. Insert the hook, pull the yarn, yarn over, and pull through. So you keep doing that same pattern until you get to the end. You close your row, you close your work on this last stitch, turn your work, and then start again, going in another row with that same stitch. So in this second row that you are now working on, there is a tendency to forget a stitch which is right at that corner, but there is a stitch there and you mustn't forget it. The way you will see that there is a stitch is because here it will not be aligned. So you must make sure, you must find it, you must make sure to try and find that stitch. It will be there. Otherwise, if you miss that stitch, your work will not be uniform. So I'm going to close my work. I'm going to put that stitch, the last one, and then close my work, and then turn my work. So we have already done 2 rows so far. Then you go again, repeating that same pattern until your project is as big as you want. Okay, so this is what my project is looking like, and as you can see, this side is straight but this side is not, which means I made a mistake somewhere and I skipped a stitch, and that stitch is here. I skipped this stitch here. So always make sure that you try and find that stitch which will be at the end here, so that your work will be straight. So another thing is that when holding the hook, people hold the hook in different ways. Some they hold it like this, like a spoon. Some they hold it like a knife. Me, I hold like a knife. So you find the best way which works for you to crochet. So this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Happy crocheting. Alright, they want to learn how to crochet. I have good news for you. I've just created a video that explains in detail how to crochet. So make sure you get your hook, get your yarn or wool, and click the link below and learn how to crochet. Don't forget to also share with others.